Thanks for watching this video. We are Raquel, Sánchez, Ruiz, José, Jaime, Pérez, Segura, and Isabel, López, Cirugeda, and we're going to present eTwinning and bilingual education, teaching and learning content and language through project-based learning. So we believe eTwinning, which is the European safe free platform, now integrated into the European school education platform, is a perfect opportunity to integrate COIL, because it connects centers and it allows to put into practice active methodologies such as project-based learning, task-based learning, and service learning, among others. And this is especially important in bilingual education because its international nature allows for projects with a common language, which can range from different topics and ages, and also allow to teach and learn content and language at the same time, and so clear.
We have been working with eTwinning for over 10 years now because we belong to the Teacher Training Institutions Initiative, and it basically deals with two different models. The first one only involves student teachers, and the second one also works with pupils. And we believe the first model is better because the second one is more difficult as it has to provide many permissions and to adjust many schedules. So the first one is the preferred, and especially when it's done in an international level. Sometimes we work in a national level or just inside our same institution, but this is only when it's their first time or when there are no partners available. eTwinning is a great forum to exchange good practices and to develop professional skills, teaching skills in this case. It's a perfect opportunity to develop activities in early childhood education and primary education schools, and also to work in projects to do collaborative learning for English or other foreign language teaching together with bilingual education. Our formula combines theoretical explanations with projects for every year of the degrees and the master's degrees together with other studies. For example, we teach at the program for students with intellectual disabilities. If you wish to start working with eTwinning in pre-service teacher training, the first thing that you must do is find a partner, a suitable partner or partners, and we believe it's better to work with someone you already know. For example, if you have contacts because of the well of the research, or because if you have met them in conferences, or if you know them for some reason, it's better to work with them. But there are also digital fairs where you can find people with similar interests. It's very important to plan and design in advance the project and to, for example, to include it into your electronic guide and to set clear goals and results, to get fixed deadlines, and at the same time to be flexible in case some problems arise, which is very common. It's important to found the project before classes start, and it doesn't matter if your evaluation criteria are not the same. Everybody understands that we are in different systems and the courses are different. If you have a problem, it's very important that you are flexible enough to carry on with your. Some tips for you: just keep it simple. It should be motivating for everyone. So just reduce the instructions and make them very clear for both students and teachers. Comply with your syllabus. Don't do anything extra because you are going to have problems, because you are going to have extra work and students are going to complain, etc. Be patient and have a backup plan and go on. Then when you finish your project, you will have time to talk to your partners and think of ways to improve your project in future.
This international collaboration has also allowed us to do other things which we consider opportunities. For instance, open Erasmus Plus agreements. We have also had some research opportunities. We have also had the chance to transfer knowledge, to be within working groups and networks, to apply different service learning projects. It contributes to internationalization at home. It integrates students and also advocates for inclusion. We can work both with the foreign language and culture in the classroom. It also allows to put into practice project-based learning and HOTS and LOTS. It also is training for the future as teachers, and it also has many other advantages. You can work with ICT, with curricular design, with innovation, with interdisciplinarity. It also allows to work with the formations at university. Regarding teaching, you can include it perfectly within your electronic guide. Regarding research, it is an opportunity to disseminate the results, but also to gather data. Regarding transference, it actually has a social and educational impact, and it also gives you the opportunity to have some management skills and opportunities, such as when you are the coordinator of our Erasmus program. Well, this is why, well, in Spain, you know, we need certificates. It is not a big deal because the platform offers certificates. And this is also, it could be part of the transference 6-year evaluation of research or transference.
And now let us explain about some of the projects that we've done recently. For example, this one, which has been done in this semester, combines students from Italy, Croatia, and Slovakia. And it tried to address one of the typical problems that we get when our students get to work in groups. And it is that they complain that not everybody is equally involved in doing the tasks. So we made a project that also involved research. What we did was to form international groups, including at least one student teacher from each one of the nationalities. And then we took advantage that one of the subjects was about digital tools. So half of these groups were working with digital tools, as in a normal project of what we have done in the past, and the other half were working with soft skills, which are the ones related to empathy, leadership, good communication skills, and so on, to see if working with them explicitly was providing better results for the students when they have to develop this kind of abilities. So we have to follow several procedures. It had to be approved by an ethical committee of social sciences, and we did a model involving a pre-post test. We think this is a good idea to combine teaching and research in order to solve a specific improvement, and it's aligned with European policies, and it's also a way to value teaching and practice and group work. So this year there were some problems with the platform, there were some technical problems, so we decided to use Padlet in order to overcome these problems, and then we uploaded everything into the real platform.
Now we deal with this in primary education, in primary education. We have done different projects along history, but we have kind of a consolidated project with Sweden in the course English language and English language teaching too. In this year, what we did was basically to have 6 groups with mixed students from Spain and Sweden, and they had to work with one value. This is why it was called Let's Share Our Values. And they had to first clarify what each country understood by each value, and then design a lesson to teach this in primary education. Well, we also took this as an opportunity to research, so we decided to evaluate through Google form, and we are going to disseminate the results soon or shortly. And we also had a consolidated project with Italy in ELT methodology, in which basically they compare educational systems and their university culture. So basically what we do is 3 tasks in which they have to introduce, then compare and do their collaborative work. And then at the end, they have to share what they compared and say their farewells. And well, we take into account the students' characteristics. They have a delimited topic, but in the end, they have free choice and they can upload it in the format they prefer. We also work with universal design for learner, and we divide students, and we also somehow divide their work so that they know what they have to do and when they have to upload it. So we have very clear deadlines, which I consider is part of the success of the project. And we also give them feedback to improve both their videos and in general as future teachers.
Regarding the master's degrees, one of the problems is that we don't have as much time as in the degrees. We offer now 3 of them. One is for secondary teachers, the second one is about innovation and research, and the third one is about bilingual education and ICT. And in all of them, what they basically do is that just they meet another partner from another country, and together they design a project. And well, also we have collaborated with high schools in order to show high school students what it's like to study education. And this is a project with the program I told you about before, which is for students with specific intellectual needs.
We also want to offer our students perspective about eTwinning, so we could highlight the following points. Well, it is motivating for them because they have a real communicative exchange in the foreign language. Of course, it poses some challenges for them, but in the end, it is motivating to really share with someone. So we can also work with the communicative skills. It's also an opportunity to create or even enlarge their international social and working networks. We can also see that sometimes they work together for some time, but they also exchange their Instagram accounts and things like this. So they want to keep in contact, which is, who knows, maybe in the future it also has an educational impact. It is also real practice for the future teaching practice. They are seeing things that are being now implemented in schools. It also helps them to overcome some barriers. Sometimes they are afraid of speaking, so they improve with their oral presentations. They can also compare cultural clashes, and they can also develop their ICT skills because they usually have to upload videos, create web pages, or use different applications. It is also an opportunity to have a sneak peek to Erasmus potential destinations because as we said before, eTwinning has allowed us to open some or to create some agreements. And also, it allows them to work on their international communicative competence, which is especially interesting in bilingual programs. We have a degree in English and also the master's degree in bilingual education. So we try to work with as many international projects as possible. And that implies comparing educational systems. And sometimes by comparing their weaknesses, but also strengths, they also value their own culture more, which is a very interesting thing. We are also, well, regarding research opportunities, Isabel and I are editing volume on eTwinning in Ensayos Journal. You have the call for papers here. If you access our webpage, you have more details there. If not, please feel free to contact us. And well, thank you very much for your attention. There you have our email addresses. Do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.